on TMZ.
Two of the biggest stars, Taylor Swift and Celine Dion, were on the same stage at the Grammys, and Taylor Swift ignored Celine.
Celine Dion presented the award for Album of the Year. When Taylor was announced, she just kind of grabbed the statuette, didn't acknowledge her.
She was excited. The moment was hers. You want her to kiss the ring of Celine Dion.
Image is everything for these awards, you know that.
Yeah. Taylor's gonna pay a real price for this,
Yeah.
I tell you.
Real price.
Jay-Z had a huge moment at the Grammys. He basically complained about how Beyonce...
She has more Grammys than everyone and never won Album of the Year.
Beyonce looked really uncomfortable.
When they cut to her, it was when he said, some of you don't belong in the category. Oh, that was unbelievable. That was going a little... He got booed. It felt like Kanye West on stage.
It did.
Yes.
It felt like Kanye West.
Brad Pitt either has a new stylist or he's letting his kids dress him because this outfit is fire. We got the bucket hat, we got the fleece pullover, but the biggest thing are the Crocs, y'all. Because there is nothing sexier than some Crocs.
We like this because he's Brad Pitt. If Charles walked in here like that,
After the Grammys comes the Grammy parties. There was a bunch around town. You had Cher, Meryl Streep, Tom Hanks. The best part though is I was excited to meet Mariah Carey, who by the way walks around with someone who, when you want a selfie, holds up a light.
Get out.
Yeah.
I love that.
I think so many female artists would not be where they are and would not have the inspiration they have if it weren't for the work that she's done.
That's Taylor Swift paying tribute to a musical artist who truly inspired her. Lana Del Rey! Oh, Celine Dion was also there too, yada, yada, yada.
And Taylor Swift ignored Celine.
Yes, she did. She acted as if Celine Dion was just a random presenter.
Yes, Celine was there to present Tay-Tay with her first Album of the Year award, if you don't count the 3 she's already got.
It's a huge deal for her because she's battling her own ailments right now. She's kind of stepped away from public life. So for her to come on stage at the Grammys to present this final award of the night, huge deal. She just kind of grabbed the statuette, didn't acknowledge her, didn't hug her, nothing.
But Taylor fixed that backstage as soon as she realized her error / discovered the entire world was talking about how she snubbed Celine. And her acceptance speech was fine.
I had a bigger problem with her first speech.
It was really cringe.
I mean, I hate to say it, when she started off by saying,
Okay, this is my 13th Grammy.
she said, in case you didn't know, 13's my lucky number. Honestly, I love her. I don't think she had a great night in terms of just getting on stage.
It's cringeworthy.
Yeah, it bugged me.
It's like, we get it. We know you're famous and you're successful. You don't have to rub it in our faces. Enough already.
Wow, someone get the Passover herbs, cause he is bitter. As for Taylor, come on, what was she supposed to say to Celine?
She could have said, wow, to get this fourth one from a legend like Celine Dion, oh my God.
Oh yeah, that would have been perfect, actually. Congrats on your wins, Taylor!
Damn, you're a ladies' man. You're a ladies' man,
Glenn Powell was leaving the pre-Grammys after party, and he opens up the door, and there's 3 models, hot models behind him, getting into the car with him. And there was a girl in the front seat already waiting in the car for Glenn Powell to come and take them away.
I would argue he is maybe the most eligible bachelor in Hollywood.
He is so hot.
Glenn takes all the ladies home.
You guys think just because he's getting in a car with like 5 other girls that he's banging all of them?
Yes.
Jacob, you don't know how good it is to be that guy.
He's banging one, but the others are hoping that like something falls out.
Or they're hoping they'll meet his famous friends.
Yes.
Sydney Sweeney and Glenn Powell are maybe the 2 hottest new actors in Hollywood.
Do you think he'd rather have Sydney Sweetie or the 5 hot models?
5 hot models.
5 hot models.
Why?
Because it's 5.
It's not about the quality, it's about the quantity, Courtney.
Oh my God! It's boy math, Courtney.
Forget the Grammys, everyone knows the Grammy after parties are where it's at. If it is trench foot, that is.
I think the rain actually deterred a lot of people from coming because the turnout, celebrity-wise at these after parties, wasn't like huge.
Oh, come on. SZA's label had a party that had French Montana and Chris Brown. Billie Eilish had one with Paris Hilton and Julia Garner. Affinity Nightlife had one with this guy. Okay, so it wasn't the best turnout this year. But the stars did go to the pre-parties, including the legendary Clive Davis party, which was attended by none other than...
How was it?
It was insane, man. Cher, Tom Hanks, Meryl Streep.
Anybody under 65?
Of course! For every Smokey, there was a Serena. For every Dion, there was a Dua. For every Stevie, there was a Stallion.
Ice Spice performed. And then I just panned to Meryl Streep watching Ice Spice, and she's just like bouncing along.
Meryl's super hip. In fact, her daughter's married to Mark Ronson.
My best picture is Mariah Carey, who, by the way, walks around with someone who, when you want a selfie, holds up a light.
Get out. I love that. Did you get one?
Yeah, it's so much better than all the other pictures.
That checks out. So, looks like you didn't miss much at the after party, celebrities. Well, except the open bar and free food. Not that anyone at the Grammys would have wanted that.
Can I just tell you, without getting specific, Ozempic went all the way through that room.
Weight loss is in this year. It's out in this room, but it's
He's not wrong. Now, pop us out of here, Meryl!
So Killer Mike had quite the night at the Grammys. He won 3 Grammys, including Best Rap Album, and was arrested. So first these videos circulate of him being led away through Crypto.com arena in handcuffs. He actually looks pretty cool about it. Like, people are talking to him and he doesn't really seem like he's that upset about it. Law enforcement sources tell us allegedly what happened is he knocked over a security guard that got in his way. And then we ended up actually getting some video of him out in the rain where you don't see him knock down the security guard, but you see him in some type of argument with a bunch of security at the event. What was unclear to me was where and when it happened, but he ended up getting arrested for battery. Well, it was a citizen's arrest, right?
Yeah.
Great night on one end, and then I guess it's just a simple battery.
Yeah, it's a misdemeanor.
But did he do it on purpose? I mean,
it seems like he didn't, but I mean, it was raining. I don't know if it was outside.
Did you see the video of him like where the guy's trying to put the umbrella over him and the umbrella just does not want to stay? It's actually pretty funny, except for the arrest.
That's what you took away?
It's actually pretty funny.
Hey, Kanye. That's right, Kanye West on his way to a music video shoot with Playboy Cardi, Luca Sabat, Kanye's wife Bianca, and yeah, underneath that Jason hockey mask is Michael Myers. Evidently.
Kanye couldn't decide who his favorite horror movie villain legend was, so he wore both of them.
Oh, like he can remove the villain at any time?
And become another villain?
Yeah.
Jeez, it'd be exhausting getting out of all those. But hey, it's a lifestyle choice. And if you're wondering how many layers you need to peel off to get to the real Kanye, you're in luck.
We have a new documentary, TMZ investigates Kanye West, Unhinged but Unstoppable.
Tonight.
It's tonight.
9 o'clock, 8 Central on Fox.
We talked to everybody, including Bill Maher, who refused to air an interview he did with Kanye because he didn't want to add another megaphone to Kanye's hate speech.
I feel like he sort of like was helpful for spreading the fertilizer for this idea that Israel and the Jews are like the worst people in the world.
The game is on and he like fully supports Kanye.
Why are we disrespecting the fact that he's being honest? Even if it's an anti-Semitic comment and he feels like that on that day, let's just appreciate the honesty.
We talked to some psychiatrists who had some really interesting things to say. That if somebody is erratic over a long period of time, that's not bipolar. That's their personality.
We don't see him 24/7. I mean, there could be weeks where Kanye's leveled out.
He's like wearing a clown mask during that time and we just can't tell.
So we got that to look forward to. Have a good video shoot, Kanye. Happy Halloween.
We love you. So awesome.
Gail King, I got her leaving the Clive Davis pre-Grammy party, and I asked her about that she was mentioned in Nicki Minaj's song Bigfoot to Megan Thee Stallion.
How you going, Gail King, and can't cry?
So I asked her, I go, everybody wants to know what you think about Nicki Minaj's Bigfoot. Have you heard it?
They do not want to know what I think about it. Who's everybody? I don't think people care about what I think.
She completely avoids the question.
As a seasoned reporter and journalist though, she should give the other reporter what they want because she knows what she would want.
She doesn't believe no one wants to know.
Of course. So she should give Blair like a little something.
She was next to Oprah at this. Where was Stedman?
He was circling in the car.
He's in the rideshare parking lot.
Gail, we gotta go outside. Stedman will be here in 2 minutes.
Bye, you guys.
Coming up.
Jay-Z had a huge moment at the Grammys, and some would say he pulled a Kanye. He basically complained about how Beyonce has not won Album of the Year.
Oh, that kind of Kanye.
Yeah. Plus,
Edebiri apologized to J-Lo on SNL after trashing her about her singing.
It's wrong to leave mean comments or post comments just for clout or run your mouth on a podcast.
It's interesting that J-Lo wasn't involved in the skit.
I know.
Lean into it.
Yeah.
Lean in.
Coming up.
Coleman Domingo. He was on the Graham Norton show and talked about how he and his husband met.
Maybe I'll place one of those misconnections ads. I wonder if they work. He placed an ad for me 2 hours before. Come on, bro.
Be right back.
From now on, we're gonna be a lot more thoughtful about what we post online.
That's the Bear star, Edebiri on SNL, sending a message to the musical guest, Jennifer Lopez. And that message is, sorry!
Edebiri apologized to J-Lo on SNL after trashing her about her singing. So we posted a resurfaced 2020 podcast that Io appeared on where she said that she can't sing.
Her whole career is one long scam. Oh, she's not singing for most of these songs.
And on SNL, they actually addressed it in a pretty clever way. It was a game show where she was on, and it was called Why'd You Say It? And it's basically where you take a couple of trolls and show them the posts that they've put out on social media over the years and then say, why did you make these comments?
And while they didn't call out Io's J-Lo comments specifically, it's kind of clear that's what she was referring to when she said it's wrong to
Post comments just for clout or run your mouth on a podcast and you don't consider the impact because you're 24 and stupid.
This was brilliant.
I think it's brilliant except for one thing. 24.
She's a grown-ass woman.
I was a law professor at 24.
But that was in the 70s. That's different than a 24-year-old now.
Yeah, in the 70s, 24-year-old people were 50 and 50-year-old people were dead. Io, charmingly expose your own foibles, us out of here.
I saw someone being happy and wanted them to feel the exact opposite.
So the Barbs are pissed yet again, but this time it's with the Grammys. So Nicki Minaj's fans think that the whole show is rigged because she kind of got the short end of the stick. So, you know, the Grammy starts at 5 p.m., but they use their X account to announce some of the winners so they can cut down on the time during the show. Well, they announced Best Rap Song and they tweeted out that it was Nicki Minaj and Ice Spice for Barbie World. But then shortly after, the tweet was deleted, and then another tweet went up that said the winner was Killer Mike, Future, and Alan Kane. So the Barbs just felt like the Grammys were trolling her because she's been in this beef with Meg Thee Stallion over the past few weeks.
It's not that big of a deal.
It is a big deal.
The Recording Academy has some intern tweet out.
The Grammys have never made this flub before.
This is Steve Harvey.
This is, yeah.
It's not like Nicki Minaj is refreshing the website yes, I won.
She's sitting at home watching Meg Thee Stallion's Instagram and Twitter. You better believe she's looking at the Grammys.
You think she's finding out from X and not her publicist, her record label, or anything?
No, she's at home with Kenneth.
Well, he's definitely at home.
No, when I get nervous, I tell the truth.
That's Jay-Z at the Grammys accepting the Dr. Dre Global Impact Award. And let's just say his speech made quite an impact.
Jay-Z had a huge moment at the Grammys, and he got on stage, and some would say he pulled a Kanye.
Ooh, how so? Did he slap on a black spandex face sock, or interrupt Taylor Swift mid-speech, or say something anti-Semitic?
He basically complained about how Beyonce has not won Album of the Year.
Oh, that kind of Kanye.
Yeah, the kind that doesn't think Grammy voters pay proper respect to hip-hop artists.
I don't want to embarrass this young lady, but she has more Grammys than everyone and never won Album of the Year.
Beyonce looked really uncomfortable when they panned over to her.
But hold on, when they cut to her, it was when he said the part about some of you don't belong in the category.
Oh, that was unbelievable.
Some of you made it, Rob. Some of you don't belong in the category.
He was on stage accepting his award. He can say whatever he wants.
But when you piss all over the Grammys, it felt like Kanye West on stage.
It did. He knows how to hold a grudge, man.
Well, it's not like it only happened once. Beyonce has been nominated 4 times for Album of the Year and never won.
You mentioned the people that she lost to. She lost to Taylor Swift, Adele, Harry Styles,
and the Beck one, come on.
Beck was like, really?
Yeah, losing to the guy whose biggest song is Loser. Congrats on the big night, Jay, but we'd hold a grudge too.
You feel me?
They walk off down the street, but he keeps looking back. And I wave, but he just keeps going.
Coleman Domingo. He's up for Best Actor at the Oscars for the movie Rustin. He has given hope to hopeless romantics all around the world. He was on the Graham Norton show and talked about how he and his husband met. It was back in 2005. He goes, I was walking out of a Walgreens.
I see this guy and we look at each other. I'm like, oh my God. They walk off down the street, but he keeps looking back. Cut to 3 days later, thought maybe I'll place one of those misconnections ads. I wonder if they work. I go to page 2 of them as I'm reading, and I see, saw you outside of Walgreens, Berkeley. He placed an ad for me 2 hours before.
Come on, bro.
And I was like, get out of here. So we met up 3 days later, and we've been together for almost 19 years.
No way.
Harvey, do you know what misconnections are on Craigslist? You post on Craigslist to say, I saw this person at an airport. If you're out there, reach out to me.
That's the saddest thing I think I've ever.
Misconnections are the sexiest thing in the world.
Yes.
Oh, Derek's responding, that was me, 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 that was me. Yes, I was in Polynesia last week.
Coming up.
Kyle Richards was on hand and in the front row at her friend Morgan Wade's concert.
You say good friend, but they're teasing that it's more than friendship.
They were in a music video. That's it.
They make out in a music video. They're not teasing that
That's
it's...
one thing. Let's name one more thing.
I don't know if we need more than one thing.
Kyle Richards was on hand and in the front row at her friend Morgan Wade's concert in Tennessee.
We're still doing this?
So they're back together? Well, they claim they were never together.
So we got these pictures from someone who was obviously sitting behind Kyle, and apparently she was taking pictures and videoing almost the entire hour-long concert.
You know, I think at the end of the day, whatever their relationship is, Kyle is going through some weird separation. You want her to have someone by her side that can like help her through this.
I could care less.
No, I care.
Aren't you sick of this song and dance they're doing?
Well, she is there like supporting Morgan, filming her, taking photos. That's what you do for a really good friend.
You say really good friend, but they're teasing that it's more than friendship.
They were in a music video. That's it.
They're not teasing that it's more than friends.
They make out in a music video. They're
That's
not teasing
one
that
thing. Let's name one more thing.
I don't know if we need more than one thing.
If I made out with Charlie in a music video, you don't need more things.
We don't need more things.
I'm shooting music video now, I think. That was weird, I don't know. I knew I had to say something, that was the wrong one to say.
Coming up.
So Brad Pitt either has a new stylist or he's letting his kids dress him because this outfit is fire.
He is a zaddy.
It's because he's Brad Pitt. If Charles walked in here like that, we would destroy him.
So Brad Pitt either has a new stylist or he's letting his kids dress him because this outfit is fire.
He is a zaddy.
This is what all the young people are wearing, so I'll break it down for y'all. One, we got the bucket hat. Second, we got the fleece pullover. Everybody wears that. And then he has the baggy pants. But the biggest thing are the Crocs, y'all. Because there's nothing sexier than a young dude in some Crocs. And he might not be young, but he's in Crocs.
He's in his 50s.
No, he's 60.
He's 60 now and he's wearing Crocs?
Every man wears Crocs.
It's because he's Brad Pitt. If Charles walked in here like that, we would destroy him.
Why does it have to be me? How about if you walked in here like that, okay?
You might do
Charles, don't lie. You try on a bucket hat each morning and look at it like,
I bet he does. I can see
you look at it and you're like, today's gonna be the day. You know what?